Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. SJ Porter here from Little Face Brewing, coming to you on the very last Homebrew Wednesday of 2015. Sitting here next to the bottle Christmas tree, my buddy SJ has made his way back for Christmas for the holidays. He and JS are going to hang out for a little while. They might even crack into some of these Clement brews. His is actually the Too Far Gone Brewing Company. I always forget the name of that brewery. I always forget that. I got to get better with that. Got some bottles of wine, gifts from our customers out at the grain bill. Wow. What a year 2015 was, huh? This right here is actually a Marvel Shepherd's Pie Pale Ale. That is so good. And what this actually is, look how clean that is. That's beautiful. What that actually is pretty much all the leftover hops that I had in my freezer. And would be my Marvel IPA grain bill that I usually use, and then I used those hops just to use them up to get rid of them. And it was pretty much just mix everything together and toss them in the brew as we went. I forget what the schedule was for it, but it wasn't nothing special, nothing spectacular. The secret to that beer is there's 2 ounces of leaf hops, Brewer's Gold, in the keg. So the beer is pulling through them leaf hops every time you pull beer off of it. And it is so good! Oh my goodness. This one over here is my entry into the 2015 SJ Pour Challenge. This is the Bear Creek Farmhouse Ale. And it is coming into its own. And this little darling right here, this amberish red clean Belgian, is actually MM's Belgian. This is her orange and cranberry chutney Belgian. Ah, it's fantastic. Oh, it is so good. So good. Really good door. So, it's the end of 2015. Wow! We had all kinds of ups and we had all kinds of downs through this year, haven't we? Oh my goodness. Try and reflect a little bit back on 2015 on the personal side. OSJ, he had some downs, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. I started off the year unemployed. I was a victim at the end of 2014 of a corporate takeover. And they maneuvered my ass out of my position, which is fine and dandy. I look at it as an opportunity more so than anything else. So that is what gave me the catalyst to start the grain bill. So started off the year unemployed, kind of a down, but hunting. But that quickly turned into an up because, well, I started researching everything I needed to do to start the grain bill, which we ended up starting in actually August and September of this year. So it started off and just kind of cruised right on up. Absolutely it did. I did find another job. I'm working for another company. We won't go into details of who that is. There's no need. But it's a good company. It pays the bills, we'll say. Excuse me. So we had that on my career side. On the personal side, we have had some loss this year. I lost quite a few family members this year. That was tough, very tough. We lost some friends. I had friends that have lost their family members, and that touches me deeply. I hate to see anybody go through that kind of thing. It's extremely tough. My heart goes out to Brian and Carol. They lost their son this year, and it was tragic, very sudden, very unexpected. And Carol, if you're watching this, you are a saint. You absolutely are a saint. I marvel at your resilience and how you get yourself through everything. The holidays were especially tough. First time through, with all of that. And just very tough year. I mean, this is a woman who lost her son, who felt it. She gave me comfort, through losing other friends, throughout the community and whatnot. Cheers to you. We grew up together. She's like my little sister. I've known her since she was, we've been friends since we were like, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, somewhere in that general area. And her husband Brian and I, we graduated high school together. We wrestled together, and all that jazz. Great folks. And I'll move on. So, and we lost. I lost my mother this year. That was unexpected. Directly after that, we lost Paul. Time for another one's Paul Wicksteed. But even through all of that, you come away with some growth. Wow. In losing Paul, I witnessed the Homebrew community, the brew tubers, however you want to call it, come together as a whole, and it was touching, absolutely touching to see how this entire community, no boundaries whatsoever, the entire globe came together and paid tribute to a great friend. And it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I wish he was around to see that, because he would have sat there and he'd have sat back, he'd have grabbed a beer, and he'd have said, far out. And he would have. It was just cool. So you have your ups, you have your downs. We had the 2015 SJ Port Challenge in full swing this year. A whole host of new people behind the scenes. Doing their thing, stepping up to the plate and knocking it out of the park. We had the people from last year helping out. Thanks to all of you guys. Thanks to everybody, and you kept it going. What a fantastic year. You're going to always have your ups and downs. That's with every year. You run into that kind of stuff. What's important is finishing out the year on a high and looking out across that horizon and seeing what is out there on the future for us. What is out there? What's across the horizon? What would have happened, if those early explorers didn't take to the seas? They thought the world was flat. Turned out they were wrong. It's round. And if you keep going from point A, it comes the whole way back around again. So it's what's out in the horizon. It's the future. Let's see what that has to hold for us. I'm looking forward to 2016. 2015's done in another day or two. Completely done. It's gone. We're all going to be doing our ticker tape parades. We're going to be beating our pots and pans and blowing our horns and drinking our champagne and kissing our loved ones on the lips, and saying, what is that? May old acquaintance be forgotten and all that jazz. Old Lang Syne. There you go. We're going to be doing all that stuff. And then we start over. We start over anew. 2016. It is a blank canvas, people. Complete blank canvas. And it's ours. Each and every one of you. It's your canvas. It's your paintbrushes. You get to make your own masterpiece. How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool. I know for old SJ, nothing but going up for this guy. And I'm sure it's the same thing for you. So, This is the last Homebrew Wednesday of 2015. We've looked back, we've seen the ups, we've seen the downs, the accolades, the whole 9 yards. And it's time to look forward. See what's out across that horizon. Make yourself a bottle tree and decorate it. That's what we did. Bring it on, 2016. I'm ready. I'm ready to kick it right in the ass. This is S.J. Port from Little Face Brewing. Wishing each and every one of you a happy new year. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer. Brew wonderful beer. Cheers.